Hey everyone, it's Kelsey from Hungry Crafty Kelsey. So today I'm going to show you a little art journal that you can make using your 12 by 12 paper and just like a little scrap of paper as well. So I came up with this design from inspiration from other crafters. I haven't seen anyone make it like how I'm going to show you, but I did get inspiration from like multiple different crafts. So, and then I kind of put them all together. So, I haven't seen anyone make anything like this, exactly like this, but I'm going to show you how I make it, and I have a couple different varieties. So, this is the little art journal. And inside, I just put like a little embellishment there. And right here is a little pocket. Excuse me. And right here, I have, you can like tuck little items in there. So, these are really fun. Like this one right here. I have, you can tuck items right here. That lifts up a little. There's a pocket right here. And again, another tuck area right here. This one I didn't add anything into yet, but I did this one with a pocket here, a pocket here, and then a pocket here. Excuse me. And I haven't decorated it at all yet. So there's that. This one kind of has like a drinking theme. It has a little tuck area. And then right here is a little pocket. And here's another pocket. And I think I'm going to add a tuck area here. I'm just not sure. And I need to do something with this front page. So I kind of did these a little different. So you see this one, I didn't have any pockets in the pages. I just had like a folder pocket. This one I had just a pocket in the center, which I think this is my favorite style. And this one has a pocket on the top, the side, and the top again. So this one is definitely my favorite style. I don't think I'm really going to make many of the ones with the top pockets, because I feel like it's very long and it would be kind of hard to get whatever item is in there unless you're putting a very long item in there. So, and then this one, I was kind of disappointed with this one because I used my Maggie Holmes paper pad on this one, and that paper pad is more expensive than like this paper. This paper is from the $5 Recollections Craftsmith spot in Michael's, and this was like $10 for the pad. And like, look, you can see where the paper like cracks, and I don't like that at all, because you can't, if you're gonna do a craft fair and you want to sell like little art journals and stuff, you can't have your paper cracking like that. Like here, you don't see that. Like I haven't seen any of that on any of the paper from Michael's, like the Recollections or Craftsmith brand. I haven't seen that happen, and it's disappointing to see that a more expensive brand designer paper is cracking like that when you fold it, because that's not a fun thing to deal with. But anyways, I went back and I picked out some I think it's Recollections brand paper. Yep, it is the English Rose Garden paper pad. from Michaels. I got it in the $5 spot. And I just peeled it out. So this one I have to rip off that tear sheet. So you're going to need a 12 by 12, and this right here is a 6" by 6 1/4 inch. So if you have a directional design like this one, you want to make this 6" like this way. So you want to make your design, because you're going to fold it like this, like a book. So you want to make sure that your design is facing the right way. Okay, so let's get on to how to make these little journals, or art journals, I guess. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper, put it on your scoring board. You're going to score at 6 inches. That is going to be the only score you do on this side. You're going to turn it once, and you're going to score at 6 inches. So you're scoring at 6 inches on both sides. But this side, you also want to score at 3 inches and 9 inches. So your paper should look like that. Looks like I didn't quite score all the way down on the 9 inches. So your paper should be scored like that. It should have 4 3-inch sections on each side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this line all the way up until this, where this these score lines intersect. So this is the last score line. So I'm going to cut all down here. And you want to stop right when it gets to that last 3-inch section. So you see I'm at the end of the paper. I'm just going to cut to right there. Okay, so now here's the folding. What I like to do first is I like to fold it in half. So it looks like this. Then I take the first page, the top page, and I fold it on its score line. And then you kind of fold down on its score line. And then you fold back up on the score line. So you kind of get this like W shape. And now you're going to fold like this, fold it over on itself, fold it back up, and then you're going to fold it back down. So this is how it's going to look. It's going to be basically 2 W's. That's how it's going to look. So when you look through it, it will look like this. So now you want to glue. I can show you how to glue both ways. Let me see if I can find my glue stick. Or my glue, my liquid glue. Just one moment. Okay, so here's my glue. I'm going to use a wet glue for this because when you make pockets, wet glue is, I would say wet glue is a little better because then your paper, whatever you stick in it, doesn't get stuck to the tape. Okay, so let me show you how to do the first pocket. So you want your paper to look like this so you can see all the pretty design on the inside, which means you need to glue on this side. So what you're going to do in order to make the pocket is you're just going to glue along this edge and along the bottom. So I get glue all over myself when I do this. But so there. So it's going to be open on the top right there. For the middle pocket, because it's like this, you need to glue all along this edge and the bottom. Then you press down, make sure that it seals. And you're going to have the middle pocket. And then the back pocket, you do the same as your first one. And again, I don't know if I really like doing these, like the first in this pocket. Because if I want to use it as a journal, I don't really want all these pockets in it. I do like the middle pocket though, and I like the folder pocket. But this may be good if you want to use it as like a little sketch holder. Maybe you can put like a 6-inch ruler or something in the pocket. So this is going to be your book. So you have the plain white cover. Then you have the pocket right here, pocket right here, pocket right here, and then plain back cover. Now you want to cover up that plain. So you want to take your 6 1/4 inch by 6-inch piece, and you're going to score at 3 1/8 and 3 1/4. So you're going to make just like a 1/8 of an inch binding. Okay. So you want to fold on that 1/4, the 1/8 of an inch binding, and it's gonna, I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can see kind of how I have that flat binding right there. So, okay. Now I'm going to glue this in to here. This paper right here is going to be a little bit bigger than this, but I gave myself a little space for mess up. So I'm gonna have to cut it after. So I'm just gonna glue like this, all crazy. I'm gonna try to get it as perfect as possible. See, because I'm doing it on a video, I'm doing it so fast that it's not adhering. When you do this on your own, just make sure you let the glue dry. Okay. So we have that. So you kind of smush the glue down. So there's the front, and now we gotta do the back. I'm not putting glue on the binding. I like to use my score tool to kind of like mush the glue so it kind of like spreads it evenly. You just wipe off the excess glue. And now you can trim, like right here, I can trim off that extra paper. I just do it because I want to make sure that I give it enough space, because sometimes the binding can be a little more than an 1/8 of an inch, but it's really about an 1/8 of an inch, like all the paper together. I don't know if it's going to focus, but then you just and it had this perforated edge from me ripping it off of the paper pad, so hopefully it will take care of that too. Okay, so here is your little art journal. See how cute? And now you can decorate it and do some fun things with it. I gotta say this one is probably my favorite. Not because necessarily the design with the, I think that's like wine and stuff. But I just like the tuck spot in the pocket right here and the little folder pocket. I think that's my favorite style. I prefer that over having the pockets on the top. So if you don't want the pockets on the top, then you just glue this whole thing down. So just glue these two, the first page and the last page down. And then you keep this one open. And that way you only have the middle pocket. So then you go and you decorate it, and then you have these cute little art journals. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it made sense. So if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to write them below. And stay tuned for another tutorial for me. I did figure out how to do a post-it note, a reusable post-it note holder. So I am going to be doing a tutorial on that next, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so have fun crafting. Bye!